Hey everybody, welcome back to Soul School. And now it's about the time to get into tonight's subject. Tonight's subject is the one and only Patti LaBelle. And this is a real deep subject because Patti LaBelle has been great for so long, so consistent, just so long. It seems just like yesterday when I kind of started to get hip to her. And I started to get hip to her around like about 71, 72, and they really had kind of hit a lull at that time. They had just became LaBelle, but before that, people in my family were listening to her when she was Patti LaBelle in the Bluebells, which was a foursome, and Sarah Dash, of course, the great Nona Hendrix, and Cindy Birdsong, who will be relieved of duties. Matter of fact, let me get this right. She relieved Florence Ballard of her duties in the Supremes once Florence Ballard was kicked out for whatever reason. And they became a trio. And actually when I became aware of them, and they really didn't have any hits, but I used to see them around on TV a lot. I would see their records, but they hadn't really got a hit until like 1974, which was the Nightbirds LP, which was very well done. Most of the songs on that LP was written by Nona Hendrix, and it was produced by, I believe, Alan Toussaint of New Orleans funk fame, and I think some of the guys from the Meters actually played on that LP. Lady Marmalade is a single that you guys all know, but that whole album was loaded. Nightbirds, What Can I Do For You, Space Children, just loaded. And that LP would be followed by the Chameleon LP. I think it was like 1975 or either early 76. And then LaBelle, of course, broke up, and then Patti LaBelle will fall underneath the umbrella of David Rubinson. And David Rubinson, of course, we all know was the producer for the Pointer Sisters, Yes We Can. He would actually also bring Herbie Hancock and the Clan up here to do like their Headhunters LPs, Chameleon, Watermelon Man, well, that's David Rubinson. He would bring Ray Parker Jr. and James Gadson and Patti LaBelle all up to San Francisco at the Automat and actually start to record her first solo LP entitled Patti LaBelle, and it featured the hit single It's a Joy to Have Your Love, which is perhaps my favorite. It's my favorite Patti LaBelle song of all time. But just jam after jam after jam, of course, working with Dexter Wansel and the people in Philadelphia. Later on, If Only You Knew, Love and Need and Want You, and just different things. Also, she's worked with Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. It's the Right Kind of Lover. Of course, the great Michael McDonald of Doobie Brothers fame, On Our Own. She's had a whole bunch of just different things, A New Attitude. Patti LaBelle is always, but you know, when I start thinking about the hits, that's one thing, but I think the thing that really separates Patti LaBelle from everybody else as far as being one of the queens of soul, and I do believe that there's room for more than one queen of soul. Of course, we all know about Aretha Franklin being a queen of soul, but how can you say Gladys Knight is not a queen of soul? Or Dionne Warwick with all that great stuff she was doing with Burt Bacharach, just different kinds of stuff. Well, Patti LaBelle is definitely one of them. And when I think about Patti LaBelle in that regard, I think the one thing that clearly separates her from everybody else is her stage show and her stage presence. And she just really brings the house down. Just brings the house down. Let's get to some music from Patti LaBelle, and I'll be back with a final thought to say goodnight. A few moments.